there is power in clarity. Yeah. Clarity of self, clarity of mission, and clarity of work. And the clearer you become about who you are and what you're doing, then you'll be able to use that to your full potential. What is something right now you love to have more clarity around? It can be anything. It doesn't matter what it is, just share it and just send it out into the room. So, what is something that you would love to have more clarity around right now?
The purpose of life.
That's a big one. The purpose of life. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. The purpose of life. And I see Anna in the comments said, I want to find my purpose. Amazing. So that's two for purpose. What else do we have?
More knowledge.
More knowledge, clarity around knowledge. And Michelle in the group says, what did Michelle say? What the future holds. Just said financial prosperity. And these are awesome things that, when we find clarity around them, we can navigate a clear path of where we need to go and who we need to be. Adrian said, what the future holds, how to prepare for it. Clarity around how to prepare for it. And one of the things that we usually do as NLP practitioner is chunking down. Yeah, get really, really specific to the root of what that thing specifically is. Yeah, and that's also a way for us to find clarity. And Bernadette said, how to best live in the moment. Wonderful, wonderful. Just want to appreciate you and thank you for those feedback. Thank you for the information. As we know, there's no failure, only feedback. And with this feedback, we would be able to serve you even more. Okay? As I said, clarity is power. And that's where we start. When we're clear about who we are and our mission, we can live to our full potential as eagle. When we're clear about the tools that we have in our toolkit, in the neuro-linguistic practitioner toolkit, we'll be able to use it to its full potential.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday and we take questions and answers from the audience. Some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
And my name is Dino Delflesh, and tonight I'll be your guide and your host. And officially, I'm a high performance coach, and my mission is to make you sexy in whatever way I can do that possible. And most of you know this handsome man right here. He's Adrian Cahill, and he's the CEO and founder of the Motivate community, as well as the inceptor of everything great that we're able to experience here today. And tonight, we have with us Darko, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce his last name, but he's going to correct me. Darko Shekerinov. Darko, you'll have to help me with that one. And tonight, Darko will be sharing with us how to gaining clarity on how NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, works through practical example. And I want to highlight that word, practical. Yeah, because when something becomes practical, it becomes much more clear about the usage of this thing. Yeah, when you as an individual become practical about who you are, meaning your behaviors, what you say, what you do, and what you think are congruent. Okay, so this time I'll give the stage to Darko that he can grace you with his presence and share with you how neuro-linguistic programming, works, and give you some practical examples that you can find even more clarity as you see to master this tool. Take it away, Darko.
Okay, so the topic is gain on clarity on how NLP works through practical examples. This session I will will share my personal experience and experience my also experience while I'm working with a client. A little bit about myself. I am Darko Shekerinov, the right word. I am certified Gestalt counselor. I am still learning about Gestalt as it is a part of neuro-linguistic programming. During my personal journey, I managed to go to get certification as an ICF coach, then NLP coach. I was trained by Motivate Community by Adrian, and currently I work as a co-trainer at Motivate Community. Structure of this session. And the goal of this session is to bring more clarity on how NLP can help people. At the beginning, I want to give a short history about NLP, how NLP was formed. So it is a brief introduction. We have covered this few times, but I need to put some framework on the session. And then I'm going to share my personal experience, how I started NLP, what kind of results I gain. And also will share my experience with the client, where I was as a coach. I am as a coach. I'm still working with the client, the results I gained. And at the end, I'm going to share a little bit information about our new upcoming training. About history of NLP. NLP was created back in 1917 by Richard Bandler and John Grinder. At that time, Richard Bandler was a young person. He was a student, and John Grinder was a young professor. So Richard Bandler was included in some therapy sessions. He was doing some transcribing of the work of Fritz Perls, and he noticed that some people are doing their therapy differently, and he trying to model the therapy to find out what they are doing differently and why their system of working is different than the other system of working. So he found that he is good at modeling people, and he has a mission to model them. He is saying, I'm modeling the excellence, I'm modeling excellent people. So as I said, he started with Fritz Perls, who is founder of Gestalt therapy. Then he was also working with Virginia Satir, which is focusing on family systems and family therapy, and with Milton Erickson, which he is using hypnotherapy, but he created his own approach. It is called Ericksonian hypnotherapy. It's different, and these are genius for that time of when they were working. So he was trying to find out what is different. What is difference that make a difference in their work. I want to share that while he was studying it, and also as a therapist, I can, as a person who studied therapy, I can say psychotherapy is a little bit different. In psychotherapy, we are working with people who have some psychological issues or dealing with some psychological problems. But he was creating NLP as a personal development model in order to find, to be dedicated for the people who want to create a change, who want to make difference, who want to improve themselves. So he was using these models from psychotherapy, and he transferred into the NLP as a personal development model. Definitions of NLP. NLP is a really huge area in the life, a really huge area. It includes different models. So there are different definitions. In general, NLP is a personal development technology that helps people to achieve their goals. So it deals with the goals and how to achieve them. As I said, there are different definitions of NLP, which are created by different authors. So every author gives, they are the same, but they are different at some point. I want to focus on the definition which was created by the founders of NLP. So according to John Grinder and Richard Bandler, NLP is defined as the study of the structure of subjective experience. I want to share that all NLP training is around how we experience the world, what is our subjective or personal experience, and then starting from there, learning different models and processes in order to make change. We can change the world, how we are seeing the world, and in order to influence in some situations. NLP can also be defined as communication between conscious and unconscious mind, which means we know that psychologists refer that our mind consists of conscious and unconscious part, and during NLP we are using models to influence on unconscious patterns. So the things are happening unconsciously. A little bit about the structure of NLP. So NLP refers to neuro-linguistic programming.
Where we sense and create understanding and experience.
Neuro-linguistic programming, it is two big approaches. So neuro refers to how we are using our senses to create and understand the world. So in general, here we are learning about our emotions, about our senses, how we are sensing the world, how the informations go through our organism, and then how it comes out. It is all about our neurology. The second big part in neuro-linguistic programming is linguistic itself. It is the way we are watching and we are influencing the way we are communicating with others and with ourselves. So it is there are a huge models which we are learning in NLP during NLP training about how we communicate with the people, how we are using our language skills. There are two big models. One is a meta model when we'll chunk down going to specific information, and also there is a Milton model as the hypnotherapist Milton Erickson. Milton model when we are going to chunk up to find bigger meaning of our situation. And the last part, it refers to programming. So it is about our behavior, how are we behaving at this moment, and then we are going to elicit our behavior, and also using different models and skills, we are going to trying some intervention to reprogram and to generate some new behavior which is more appropriate to ourselves. The key concept of NLP. So NLP, all we are doing in NLP is we are analyzing our current state, and we are going to find out what is our desired state. So what do we want to achieve? These are two basic concepts. So both concepts are consist of our thoughts, our feelings, and our physiology, how we breathe, how the temperature in our body, with everything we need to notice. The thoughts are always different, the feelings are changing, and when we are going to define our desired state, or when we start to work and define what is the client's desired state, then we need to find the resources. So what kind of resources do I need, or do my client need in order to achieve his desired state? When I'm talking about resources, I mean about what kind of books he needs to read, what kind of trainings, maybe he missed some training, he needs to gain some training, or maybe the client has some knowledge or some training, but he needs to go back to remind himself about the learnings. Resources are also our environment, how we can use the support from the environment, how we can use our inner support. So that is in general about the introduction about NLP model. What is NLP? So I want to share a little bit about myself, how actually I was got into NLP thing and how I choose NLP. I go at the beginning. I started reading about personal development. A lot of books are different approaches around 2008, and but it was only reading, and I have a little bit more logical part of the brain since I have master degree, so I need something to read, I need something to analyze. So what I'm doing, it must be somehow supported by the learnings or by the scientists. So when I was choosing, I found out that NLP has psychological background, and the whole concept of NLP is defined of the study of most influential psychotherapists for that time, as I was shared before. So that was something which gave me a big attract me a little more to this approach. Then what I found is that it is world recognized training. It is very high value training. It is covered by various boards. And also I found out that a lot of celebrities are using NLP, like Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins. I also have read that Barack Obama, as a president, he was using a lot of NLP skills in his language. Then Will Smith and many more celebrities which are using this concept. Definitely it influenced a lot of people in the world. And what another trigger was that there is a lot of theory by different authors who are working on NLP. So that was also a trigger, because after I finished my training, I was able to read more, to research more, and to go deeper and deeper, so I can satisfy my logical part of the mind. Okay, it was just for the introduction about NLP. Now I want to discuss more how it influenced on my personal life. So as a young person, I come from the university world at that time. I was finished university. I get a university degree. I got master degree, and my first professional engagement at that time was as a research assistant at university. So it was a great experience at that time. It is everything I want to achieve. So it, how to say, I was in a project. I was between the professors. I was doing research. I was guiding the whole project. Everything was on me. It offers a high benefits in my career, but it is on the professional side. But also, in order to complete everything of this, it took a lot of my energy. It took some of my time. I have not much time to spend with my family. So at some point, I got disappointed. After that, after finishing the project, so even though I was not satisfied, I have some negativity. My personality is that if I say something, I'm going to complete it no matter what. So that is how I'm doing, how I'm working. So in 2012, I decided to start my new entrepreneur journey. So I opened my company. First I was doing a real estate company. It was my first beginning. I was working there in my real estate company for a few years. I had a big success also at this point. I was engaged in working with a lot of clients. I was selling apartments. I was renting apartments. There was a good provision, but still, I felt something is missing. I was very bad emotionally. My time was not regulated. and because all of that, it comes some confusion and frustration. Why it comes? Because from one side, I have everything. I'm high educated. I have my business. I'm running. I have money to satisfy my needs, my family, but I'm not feeling good. I feel frustration. So I say there must be something different. And then in 2014, I got introduced to NLP philosophy. Its approach, I shared how I choose to go to invest my money, my savings, and my energy in this philosophy. But honestly, to say, I say I will go through this process and see what will happen. I have no idea how I will develop in future and what kind of results I'm going to have. It is quite amazing thing. I want to share during my NLP, because I enter with that energy that I'm just going to see what is happening without some further intention. I give myself to says, if I can succeed here to make a change to myself, then I can help others, to help a lot of people. So here am I now. From this point of view, I can divide my life like life before NLP, with all these experiences, startings, and a life after NLP training. I want to share also that 2014 was the first time I got trained in NLP, but after that I have do a few courses, other courses, some of them low level, some of them high level. One of them is our amazing training at Motivate Community we are running. Okay. Completing on my NLP training was a new beginning of my journey, like I shared before. It was there is changing, of course, when you are going to work on yourself and when you're going to go through whole NLP process, learning presupposition, it changed our perspective, it changed everything, and the things you can see that something is happening, and the other people can also see the changes, but it is not, maybe it is not clear at the beginning. It needs time to get much clearer. And because of my dedication, I said that if I make a change, if I can make change, everyone can change. That was in my back mind. I decided to start a coaching practice so I can help and support people in their process of self-improvement. I also find, this is also some of my thing, that all of us need some support in order to achieve what they want to do. If support is not here, there are bigger chances to fail on the thing, temporarily, not permanently. So a few years after starting my coaching practice, I got opportunity and I met international trainer Adrian Cahill, who is founder of this community, and it was really life-changing for me. It gives me a lot of opportunities. I completely changed since the moment I met Adrian and up to now. So there is a huge difference, and also in my results. Okay, so what are my personal results? What's happened during the training? As I say, when we are working on ourselves, we are learning models, we are learning a lot of things about our personal self and how we can influence ourselves and the environment. So at this point, I was able to redefine myself, which includes my beliefs, my values, my meta programs, and other parts of my personality. So I had some limiting belief that if I have, let's say, if I have master in one way, I have master in economy, so I need to work in that field. But it comes out. But after NLP, I find out that I have choice. It is not like I was thinking. So belief changes, value system changes. What other thing is I increased my awareness about myself. I start about my current state. So previously I was working what the environment will say, but now I'm saying what I need at the moment, what I need now, and what is my desired state, where do I want to go. So that's how I change my awareness about myself, and I'm making better. I'm following my needs, and always I'm doing my choices. So choices are I took responsibilities about what I'm going to choose and how I'm going to perform. In general, so what is most important? My confidence has increased. It raised. I was some person who was sitting in the end and just took notes, and I was answering when someone will ask me. But now I'm totally different person. I have confidence in every areas of my life. Then communication skills. It is obvious that my communication skills has improved much during the years. Also, I can remember when I came here in Motivate Community, I was supporting Motivate Community. I was making programs, helping to make programs, administrative works, but I was not doing group talking like these webinars. And now recently I have no problem to stand in front of people and discuss. So this is good. And a very important thing that helped me, it's improving my relationship. A relationship with myself, it is okay. It is it depends on ourselves. It is manageable. I can say it is manageable, at least for me. I can manage. But relationship, let's say with my partner, it's not so easy, because and that before NLP I have some, we are going in some arguments. We are, like always, I have my ego, she has her ego. We are talking on different levels. Maybe we can some times we fight. The children are here to listen. But with NLP, I learned how to listen. For the first thing, how to listen, to acknowledge the needs, and then I can use some technique to guide the conversation, to make some question, to make some change. And also here is not written, but I want to say I learned how to protect my boundaries. This is a very huge issue, because as I shared also before, previously I was doing the things about how the environment is thinking. So they said, finish, go to university, go do this, go do that. But there was not results. And now I have my boundaries, and I'm choosing what I will do. I am respecting the thinking from the environment, but mostly I'm doing estimation, and then I will do the thing. During the training, I discovered my strength, which is empathy and support. I'm reading a book. I don't know, it is in my language. It is from Brian Tracy, Goals. Here it says it's better to develop what you have as a positive strength instead to starting new thing. And that's why not that's why, but it is some kind of support that I'm doing the good thing. So that was my experience, and I'm constantly working on this empathy, supportive, and still I'm in the process of learning. I'm still learning about. It is 8 years up to now since I started learning and going to group trainings. I have certification in Gestalt counseling, and I'm still learning in order to get certification for Gestalt therapist. And after that, I want to go more into the ICF to get ACC or PCC level. So that was from me. As I said, I have started. This is my, it also NLP training influence on my career change. So I was never thinking that I will guide people, or I will work with people, or that I will be the one who is going to make to help the people to make the changes in their life. So I was never thought about that. But here am I now. I'm helping a lot of people at this moment. I have helped up to now maybe 100 people in personal relationship, personal coaching, plus the students I'm supporting in Motivate Community in order to gain more skills, to improve their skills in NLP. Because training is one thing, skills, practical skills is another thing. Okay, so client for not to be public, client X, I called it as X. So client X had me in September 2021. When I met him, he came with anxiety and confusion. Main reason to come was to improving his business performance. I want to say, when client came with me, he has already developed his own business. So this client was has money. He was not struggling with money, but he was struggling with some confusion. With no, he was not able to. He has a lack of confidence. I will share more about the results and clarity. What do I want? What I need to find out more in the life. In our initial conversation, when I met him, we decided to have a sessions once per week. So it is always in initial session, but as we are flexible, if there is a need, we are going to meet once or twice per week, twice or more per week. But we decide maximum time was twice per week if there is a need to work through. And during the session with this client, I was mostly using my NLP skills, which includes working with metaphors, working through his timeline, doing some parts integration, and using language patterns like Meta and Milton model. Results. What I have with these clients is, according to my observation now, at this moment, he is more confident, more dedicated to change. He has better relationship with himself and with the environment. This is so. How can I see the results? He has changed his business approach. When I met him, he was, as I said, he was very confused. He was lacking his confidence. He was scared to do a public presentation. He was always fighting the people and go to one-to-one meeting to give presentation about his product, and as you know, this is very time consuming. So we were analyzing about his thoughts, about what environment says, about his feelings, about his way how to structure. At this moment, he's doing presentations. He's doing seminars in the hotel, so it is live presentations. In the beginning, he started with 10 people. Now he have seminars with 35 people per one, and as a result of his activity, there is a lot of schedules one-to-one conversation. So it is wonderful. I can see he has better relationship with himself, and also he has better relationship with his girlfriend now, I can say, and also with the environment, which includes his boss, his professional work, and also he have better relationship with his family. And I'm happy to share here that he started doing more self-care activities, and he's making better choices. here was a very interesting situation when he came. He came out of mind. We both didn't know that about the decisions he is going to make. And somewhere in March, we had a session and we were trying to find out what are his high values and what he wants to achieve. During that session, we found out that he is valuing a lot freedom, and he connected that with flying. So this client start to take flying lessons, flying with the airplane. Flying lessons, he's doing 2 months up to now. His idea is to get license as a pilot, and then to get go more deeper and to get license to do the training as instructor license. So it is amazing. We were not expecting that what will came out before the session, but through careful listening, through NLP, using fantasy, and it comes to what it comes. And a little bit final notes about this first part. I want to this is a quote from someone, but I don't know who. And this was used a lot from one of my trainers. It says, "Be careful what will you wish for, you may receive it from the universe." So I'm a real example of that. And now, count is 6 years ago, I was just thinking, 6 to 8 years ago, I was just thinking, it was just a thought which came on my mind that I want to go and be engaged in coaches. But now I can say that I have a high skill in this thing. So be careful what will you wish for, you may receive it. The other thing is what I learned during my experience is that we all have choice, and we are also responsible for our choices. What that means? That means that maybe we are at some point we could be unconscious, but even when we wake up, we are choosing. We have choice when to stay. We are able to choose. Are we going to exercise now? I will going to take a coffee. To wake up, always make a choice. Even now, even for this session, I'm very happy to see that that much audience I have to listen to me. We made a choice. We made a choice to come to listen, to find some real experience from using NLP. It is not just talking; it is real. Also, we are responsible for what we are going to get. Also, I am responsible for what I have choice. I made a few choice. Today, I get opportunity to choose to go to other city to be on the beach with my family, but instead I have made choice to stay here to share presentation, and I'm very happy about that. We are very happy to stay here to share my experience. And there is a quote in NLP. It is all we are is change. So we are constantly changing, and we cannot stop the change. So it is happening. However, whatever we do, it is happening. Are we conscious? It says, do you like it or you do not like it? Change is happening. So I can say consciously or unconsciously it is happening. Changing in everything, changing in our thinking process, changing in our patterns. Everything is changing. Even though we can say not just we, but also the whole world is changing. We can see it was COVID situation. It was we have changed according to that thing. Then the things relaxed. We are changing again to other things. Even though maybe it seems not obvious, but even though our body is changing during the time, so we are getting older. We can influence. For example, for myself, I can say I have a big result with dieting. So I managed to lose around 12 kilos on today measurement. 12 kilos starts from January. So my body is completely changing. I do not have now picture, but I will make because I have took picture before starting the diet to see. So our body is changing. So everything is a constant change, like everything in the nature.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.